So I tried the vegan diet for 7 days to see if it had the potential to heal physical ailments. How'd it go for me? Keep watching. The kids are playing outside, so if you hear the screams, that's what it is. All right, so if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that I am a hardcore keto advocate. I've been on and off keto for almost 3 years now, and I really love this eating style and how my body functions. However, about 1.5 years, 2 years ago now, I injured my foot really bad, and my doctor diagnosed me with a condition called plantar fasciitis. Basically what it is it's the long tendon that runs the full length of your foot, gets overstretched, and there is no way to heal it. So the way that you go about managing the pain is that you ice it and stretch it and rest it, and you can take cortisone shots, you can take things like prednisone to try to reduce the inflammation, which I have done all of those things with very, very little success. My condition has got so bad over the last few months where I would have 50% of my time I would have to be resting, and 50% I could kind of do things around the house. It got so bad to where I couldn't even walk from my bed to my bathroom, which is only about 10 feet, without wanting to topple over because I was in so much pain. Even with the cortisone injections and the prednisone to reduce the inflammation and taking a regimen of Motrin and naproxen every 3 to 4 hours every day just to function at that level. So I was highly medicated, and I tried all the things, everything except surgery. So I was coming to a point where I was getting desperate to find a way to help make it a little bit more manageable for me to get around. So my husband talked me into watching this documentary called The Game Changers, and it just catalogs these athletes and how they change over to a plant-based diet and how the health benefits and all of the things. And I was so against this because on keto, I'm heavy on meat, I'm heavy on animal protein, I'm heavy on dairy, all of those things were a huge part of my diet. So I was like, there's no way that I can give all that stuff up. So whatever, I'll humor you and just watch it for fun. Halfway into that documentary, you guys, I was like, dude, I really need to do some research and find out more about this, because documentaries, they persuade you one way or the other, and I'm not buying into anything 100%, so I wanted to do my own research. So I leaned over and I told my husband, I said, honey, I wonder if this could help my foot, because one of the huge driving points of the plant-based diet was that you can reduce inflammation in your body, and plantar fasciitis is inflammation of that tendon. So I thought, So for the next 2 days, I spent reading medical journals and articles and research studies. I YouTubed a bunch of stuff just to see if this was even an option for me. And I thought, at this point, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because any type of relief I will take. So I had decided that I was going to try this plant-based diet for 7 days. I didn't want anything to affect the results of this eating style, so I decided that I was going to abstain from taking any sort of medication for this entire week. So these are the types of things that I was eating during these 7 days. There were absolutely no animal protein, no dairy, no cheese, no sugar, just everything was whole, from the earth type of food. And I chose not to do a processed vegan foods because Oreos are technically vegan, right? And I was not gonna do that. I didn't want any type of processed food. I just wanted things that were whole. So that's what I stuck with during this entire week. I did notice day 2 that I was getting around a little easier. I didn't have quite as much pain. And I just kind of cataloged things on a 1 to 10 scale pain basis, just like the doctor, 10 being the most painful, 1 being you're totally fine. And I started at about a 7.5. And I want to say day 2, I was at 6.5 or so. And I was like, man, I can really tell that there's a difference here. From there forward, every single day, my foot got better. So I'm sitting here day 8, and I could probably tell you that my pain level right now was probably around 2 or 3. It has decreased that much in just 7 days just by changing the way I eat. Other things that I noticed about this eating style is that the meals were really filling because they're typically beans or lentils or nuts, some type of protein that just kept you feeling full for a really long time. I didn't really have any like cravings. I didn't really miss meat per se. There was one day where I had made a soup and thought, oh, chicken might sound kind of good to put in here, but I never really was like, I have to have it like right now. That was just not me. Also, my husband cooked cheeseburgers for the family today, and he made me a plant-based burger. I had never had a plant-based burger, you guys, and I have to tell you, I liked it way more than a regular burger. It was so stinking good. So good. The single biggest issue that I had on this eating style was days 5 and 6. I had terrible migraine headaches that started around noon or so, and they would not let up. One of them, I was up most of the night with that headache, and then the next day it was just a section of time in the afternoon that it just took me out because, like I said, I didn't take any medicine. I didn't want to, you know, mess up the experiment by taking medicine that was going to make me feel better and not attributing it to the food. So those headaches were really bad. That was probably the biggest downfall for me. So I tried this eating style solely to see if it would take the inflammation down in my foot. That was my whole purpose for doing it. If I got any other benefit, I just considered it a bonus. I did weigh myself at the beginning of this, and I was very surprised to see that when I weighed myself this morning, day 8, at the beginning of day 8, I had lost 7.1 pounds. I was like, whoa. So I thought that was a nice little bonus. Also, I have to say that there has to be something said for like the mental side of this, almost the emotional side of this, where you know that everything that you're putting into your body is good for you. It just makes you feel better. It makes you feel better about yourself. It makes you feel better that you're taking care of God's temple. It makes you feel better that you're taking care of the environment. Like there's just these whole other layers that I never really considered before. And to be honest, I didn't really care too much about, but it has to be said that I've definitely seen a change just in my mental state this entire week. So moving forward, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. I know that most people will kick things off in January, and I might do that as well. We'll see. I do know that I wanna try this for an entire month to see if the inflammation will come down even further in my foot. That would be amazing. So I'll probably do that either at the end of December or the very beginning of January. So if you wanna follow along with me on that, then subscribe to my channel for those future videos. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you found encouragement and hope. Let me know if you try this plant-based diet or any really amazing recipes or resources or anything like that. Leave in the comments because I need all the things. I want all the information about that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.